Hey, what is up? And welcome to the first of a new season episode of the Trep Tech Podcast. I'm here with Airial Renal, the host of the show. I guess we're co-host. I guess I've earned enough credibility to be a co-host, an official co-host. So I am here with, honestly, the star of the show, Airial Renal, and I am her trusty sidekick, Scott Doucette, like Batman and Robin. I will be Robin. Airial, what's up? It's been a while.
It has been a long while. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to get on the mic. I was telling my husband, I was like, yeah, we are hitting the mic today. Um, so I'm excited to see what you have, what you want to talk about, and always looking forward to whatever this season brings.
Yeah, I'm excited because you hit me up and asked, like, do we want to bring guests on this season? And I was like, last season I wasn't really for it because I just kind of wanted to get my feel for the show and what we were going to do. But this season, like, I am all for bringing on guests as long as they're the right guests because
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be a lot of fun to talk to other people. Not that talking to you is not fun, but I feel like we'll have a lot more to say when we get other people on and a lot more to do. And it'll just be really interesting to hear other people's perspective on what we talk about. So I guess this first episode, I just kind of want to know what's been going on with you in life lately. What have you been up to? Business, personal? I know you and G-Dubs went on a cruise, and that was the last I heard from you. I thought you died at sea. And so like what's been new?
Oh my goodness. My sales business wise have like quadrupled since last year. And that's one of the reasons for that is because I took on an OBM client and I jumped in on this whole email deliverability thing. And so let me tell you, affiliates work because I did not advertise the email deliverability offer. Affiliates pushed it. And I mean, it grossed a lot. So just seeing that growth and stuff and seeing how jumping on opportunities, can help you skyrocket is just mind blowing. Unfortunately, that OBM client, the big OBM client I had, she canceled with me. And now I'm going through disputes with Stripe because she requested a refund. That's a whole hot mess. That's another episode
Yeah.
dealing with that. Yeah.
Yep. I've been there a time or two. Absolutely.
Oh, really?
I know
Oh
how
my
that feels.
goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, and I mean, that took a hit. I took a hit with that. And then, so you mentioned cruise. The funny thing is, my husband loves Star Trek, right?
Oh, okay.
And we are going on a Star Trek cruise. Like
Really?
the
The
cast
Enterprise?
from the Voyager is gonna be on the cruise ship.
Oh man, that's incredible. That's gonna be
And
so much fun.
yes, I'm so excited about that.
G-Dubs is gonna fanboy out on everything. He's gonna be so
Yeah.
excited. That's so funny. I did not
So
know that
that's
about
that's
G-Dubs.
one of my gifts to him because he's been so great. And because of how great he is, I've been able to do my business effortlessly.
Yeah, that's nice. It's nice to have that support for sure. And I mean, it's cool that your sales have skyrocketed, and it's nice to hear people singing praise on affiliate marketing because every time I
Mhm.
log into the online space, something is dead. Something new is dead today. Affiliate marketing is dead. Email is dead. Communities are dead. Dead, dead, dead.
Mm-mm.
Podcasts are dead. Video killed the radio star. Everything, everything is dead. And so it's nice to hear people like recently. I've had, my sales coach tell me cold calls and cold emails are still very much working and very much
Yeah.
alive in the corporate sector. And I was like, beautiful, because I know how to do that. It's easy, it's simple, you know? And then Mark Mawhinney, a good friend of mine, his community is thriving and he's killing it with new offers all the time. So communities are very much alive. And then to hear you come on and say like affiliate marketing's quadrupled your business, like that is so refreshing to hear. And I feel like that's my favorite part about this show is kind of fighting against that wave of negativity you see online because
Yeah.
everyone, next ads are going to be dead. Facebook ads are dead. Like everything is dying. So like, if that's the case, why our business is growing? Like, I don't understand.
And the big thing now is AI is going to take all of our jobs,
Oh, yes,
um,
yes.
which is not true. And I'm all into AI and like
Oh,
how
you
to
are.
leverage it to, streamline business and help create content and stuff. I am so geeking out on that right now. So
Yeah, and
we
to
got
be
a lot to talk
fair,
about.
yeah, I've had my experiences with AI in the very recent, the good and the bad, because let's face it, it's not a perfect system, but it has been
Right.
very helpful in a lot of ways. So I'm excited to talk about that. But yeah, so you got a
What have
dog.
you been up to?
I'm first of all, you got a dog. I want to talk about that for a minute.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
like since I've known you for years upon years upon years, you have been like a cat lady.
Not really. I'm actually a dog person.
Really?
The cat, I'm a Simba person. Not
Okay.
cat, but
Okay.
Simba. Love me some Simba. But yeah, I got a dog because I'm training her to be my service dog.
Oh, neat.
I suffer from agoraphobia and all other kinds of stuff. So it's so I can get out and, feel protected and stuff and be more physically active and just out more and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, this explains why your online business is thriving. You don't leave.
Yeah.
That makes sense now.
Exactly. Like I'm always on my phone researching things, playing around with ideas and strategizing and stuff. So yeah,
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 yeah, hard
yeah.
to get distracted when you never go outside. It's cool.
Yep.
That's one way to that. It's another positive spin. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. So yeah, you got yourself a dog and you've been training it. What's your dog's name?
Jadzia.
Jedzia. What kind of dog is Jedzia?
Oh, I can tell you're not a Star Trek fan, are you?
No, no.
Because you would have caught that.
Yeah.
Jadzia is from Deep Space Nine. Star
Okay.
Trek Deep Space Nine.
Okay.
It's one of the names, yeah. And so that's what we named her. It's different, but it also pays homage to Star Trek.
Actually,
And
a good friend of mine in town's name is Jedzia, so I just thought it was a name. I didn't realize that it had
nice.
I didn't realize that it had Star Trek reference.
Yep. Yep. And I was looking for a German Shepherd because I've always wanted a German Shepherd. They
Don't do
said she
it.
was German Shepherd.
Don't do it.
I I did I did the DNA ancestry DNA for pups.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're bougie. Um and she's 52% pit bull
Ooh.
and she has Australian Shepherd, I believe. Cattle dog is the next highest after pit bull and husky or something like that. Everything,
Okay.
and she looks like a Doberman Pinscher slash Rottweiler,
Okay, I was
like
gonna
that kind
say
of
I could
color.
have sworn there was Roddy in her, but
No, no.
amazing. Amazing.
I was when I saw the test results, I was like, wait a minute, do they have the right dog? Like what? She's a sweetheart, love her. She's so smart. She's ornery, but I know she takes after me with that. Um, but yeah,
Fair.
she's great.
Yeah, I up and got a dog too.
I know.
Yeah,
Let's talk about that.
I rescued a shepherd lab mix from
Ah,
Texas.
that's why you're sitting there like, don't do shepherds.
Well, first of all, I found out their nickname is German Shedder because all they do is shed
Oh.
hair everywhere. I find hair in my coffee. I find hair in my clothes. I wake up, I'm choking on a dog's worth of hair every time I sweep. I could build a bear with the dog.
Yep.
Like it's insane. I've never had so much hair in my house in my life, and I've had cats, like tons of cats. I've had labs. I've had little like growing up. I had like little like terrier poodle things and things like that, like
Mhm.
tiny little mouser dogs. And this is my first time with a shepherd in the house. And oh my God, the hair is
Yeah.
everywhere. I can't, like, I blink, there's hair behind my eyelids. Like, it's everywhere. I can't escape it. I'm inhaling it in my sleep, snoring, and it's all getting in my nose. Like, he barks at everything. Everything. He caught someone going through my car because like I thought I was getting a dog and I just got like a very paranoid security guard. Like
Yeah.
A leaf blows by the yard just right, he's at the window. And like if someone walks by, if there's a dog, he barks. If there's no dog, he barks. If there's someone steps like 1 foot on the lawn, he's barking at them. And like
He
it's
may be
nice.
reactive.
It's
Um,
nice because he's letting us know someone's there. And once we acknowledge
ah,
like, hey buddy, we see them, he simmers down, he's good, he's happy. But he's
okay.
just
Because I was
like,
gonna say do training because German Shepherds and Labs make very good service animals, but
yeah.
they are highly trainable. That's the thing I liked about the German Shepherd, highly trainable.
And he
Um,
is. He
with
is.
Jadzia, her being a pits are actually very affectionate.
They are. My cousin has a
Um,
pit bull. And she's so
yeah,
sweet. She's so sweet.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So I mean, get her like we're doing private lessons, bougie, I said, right?
Yeah.
Say the real word, bourgeoisie,
The
bourgeoisie.
bourgeoisie. Yeah. Yeah. That fancy class you are. But no, like with Maverick, because that's his name, Maverick. When I got him, he was unruly. He had no behavior, no manners, no nothing. Like he was so, you could tell that he was in a pack environment for a long time. And so I went right to work on correctional straight away. And he stopped nipping, he stopped biting, he stopped pulling, he stopped like all the things we didn't like. That dog broke through 6 harnesses. He snuck out of four
Wow.
and broke two because he's just so big. He's 125 pounds. Like he's a brute. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, wee.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Oh,
it takes me all of my strength to manage him when he does not want to be managed. Like,
oh,
yeah. But I got a dog that I could handle. And what was funny is like when he first came in the house, I told everyone like this dog does not get treats unless he's in his crate. And now my 2-year-old can go touch the treat bag and the dog will run into the crate and the kids like crate him and close it up.
oh, wow. Yeah, it's
Right. So like
amazing how much you can teach them and how much they can learn. It's
so,
freaking amazing.
so I'm watching a 30-pound 2-year-old control and handle a 125-pound dog. Like, and he is all dog. And and we thought we were gonna have to rehome him for a bit because there was like some struggles going on. My wife didn't like quite like him. She wasn't comfortable with him, and my youngest son was very like afraid of him. But things have come around full swing. I was able to keep him, which I'm very grateful for. We found a farm for him to live on, 300 acres and all that.
Nice.
And then as soon as we found the farm, my wife started having second thoughts.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah,
So,
everybody the dog has to warm up to you. You have to warm up to the dog,
hmm
especially when it's an older dog.
yeah. And I don't know. I'm enjoying it. Kids are good. We're doing homeschool with the kids. Extremely rewarding. It's nice to
Really?
see. Yeah. It's nice to see like my wife going through like the instructor teacher role and
Hmm.
like growing in that regard as well as like doing the whole homemaking thing because we're a very traditional family in that regard. Like
Mm.
feminism hasn't hit us yet, I guess. But it's nice and it's so like rewarding to see the kids instead of being separated by peer group with their own age and going out there and mingling with like kids from a bunch of different families and having to deal with all that comes with that, they're becoming much closer as a family unit and they're all each other's friends and they're really tight. And then there's no bullying because we go to a homeschool group once a week and the kids all get together and no one's judging anyone over the clothes they wear or the music they like or the shows they like or their hobbies or interests. Like no one thinks anything's uncool. No one thinks anything's poor or rich. Like there's no concept of it,
Wow.
right? The kids are just there kind of gauging like, do I like your value system? Do I like how you're raised? Do you make me feel comfortable when I'm around you? Like that's how they're picking their friends. And
Wow.
it's so friggin' neat to see. And it's so rewarding to see. And then like the kids are out there learning all about like different kinds of wild mushrooms, different kinds of birds, different kinds of like wild animals. And then their like math is different. They're doing fractions in the kitchen with pies and cookies and like all kind like
Oh.
it's so cool. I
But
wish
so that they're applying it to real life. And
Yeah.
that's what we don't always get in school. So that's
Yeah.
very interesting to hear.
It's been neat. It's been neat. And like I'm taking over like teaching French and math and music. And so like to me, I just get all the fun stuff.
Yeah, and all this time that I've known you, and it's been like over a decade, I didn't
Yeah.
know you were fluent in French until like I think the last episode we recorded last time. And then still have not heard you strum anything on the doggone guitar.
To be fair, it's been over a decade since I've played seriously, but like in a past life, I was a studio musician. People would call me when they couldn't get their music right in the studio, and I would come in, listen to the track, play it, get my paycheck, and leave. So it was a lot of fun, but like the music has always been like a love-hate relationship for me. I'm super passionate about it, but when I made it my job, I started to fall out of love with it. And so
Mm.
for me, it's kind of been about finding that connection again. And Scotland, my daughter, wants to play the piano because in her mind, she sounds like Alicia Keys when she sings. And I'm like, okay, well, if you want to
That
learn the
is my spirit child. Scotland is my spirit child. I swear.
she just belts out Girl on Fire and she's like, Dad, I sound just like her. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, you're missing some of that warm honey in your voice, but like you can hit the notes. Like
Send
you
her
can
my way. I'll teach her that. Warm
I'm like
honey.
I'm like you can hit the notes, but your tonality is your own, and that's important to know. But yeah, the boys are thriving. Wesley's an absolute brute. Fraser is quiet and incredibly intelligent. And just, yeah, we've been coming into our own. I went and got a part-time job at a pet store here in town. I left the jewelry thing behind because I hated it, as we talked about on the last season.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, it's been good. It's been good. I've been really enjoying life lately, and that's what kind of gave me the spark to want to get back online. Started up a new community to support Facebook on Facebook to support podcasting for business. Started reaching out to find new clients and get more going on because like I'm in a place where I'm happy, and I find it so much easier to
Good.
work toward fulfillment and success when you're happy, when you're in a
Absolutely.
good place and you're not spending all of your energy trying to put out fires and deal with bullshit. And that's kind of where I'm at this year. It's like I really want to be intentional about keeping myself fulfilled, keeping myself around people who light me up, working with clients who light me up. So that's been a big one for me this year. It's just like putting my best foot forward always. And it's gotten me to a really good place.
Absolutely. I mean, it is interesting to see how your environment can affect your business. Because, like I said, with G Dubs, just his supportiveness, I don't have to worry about anything. Like, he's not jealous of you or acting crazy because I'm talking to you. And he knows how close we are. And he's like, okay, he has sense enough to know that I'm not going anywhere. Because nobody spoils me like he does.
Oh man, I saw the
But
post he wrote for you this morning.
I
I
know,
cannot write
right?
poetry like that. He's got nothing to worry about. That sweet silver tongue of his, he's got you forever.
Yeah, and I saw it and I was just speechless. I'm like, oh, that was like out of nowhere at 1 o'clock in the morning. I think he wrote that. But
Oh yeah,
so
I'm not
he's just
waking up at 1 o'clock in the morning to write you shit, lady. You keep
well,
him.
we're already awake because he gets off late. So we're night owls. But yeah, just his support and everything is absolutely amazing.
It makes a
And
huge difference.
it does. It really, really does. Yeah. I mean, this was pretty long recording, catching up, and I know we just touched the tip of the iceberg with
Yeah.
catching up.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I'm not
but of
worried. We'll
course,
get into more of it throughout the season.
right? Um, and just for everybody listening, just know life happens.
Oh yeah.
We had planned to do more of a season last time. But, things just fell off. It happens. And then we'll say, hey, let's get back on the mics. And then we'll belt out another season. So, but
What
I'm
was
so
really
glad you're happy
interesting.
now. I'm
Yeah,
so
and
glad you're feeling fulfilled. and that things are going your way and
the
everything.
energy the energy surrounding recording feels so different. The energy surrounding the show feels so different. It's optimistic, it's positive. It's not just like,
Hmm.
oh man, I don't know if I want to do this today. It's like I really fucking
Right.
want to do this today. And what was nice was like I got into the group. The group is only tiny. The podcasting for business group is little. It's only got like 16 people in it at the time of recording this. And requests are coming in every day, which is lovely. But as soon as I said we were getting back on the mics, like people were like, woohoo, I'm excited. Like, this is great. I
Yeah.
can't wait. Are you guys actually recording new episodes? And I was like, okay, this isn't just masturbation. Like, people really like to listen to us. So
Yeah, which is crazy, right? And like I listened to the podcast. I'm like, what?
I was like, I thought this was just for you and I. I didn't realize other people were tuning in.
I had talked to one person and they were like, yeah, I remember on the episode you were talking about all clients are not the same and having bad clients and how to avoid that. I was like, oh wow, you listened to the podcast.
Yup.
I was like, yeah, I went on a little tangent on my little soapbox with that.
So yeah, it's
So
good. It's good to know that people are listening with us, and it's not just us talking to each other and being arrogant on the mics for our own audacity and fun. But you know what? At the same time, the main reason I do it is so we can catch up. So if anyone else is the
yep.
benefactor, then that makes me happy too. But yeah, I'm so excited to see what this season brings and what we get into because
Yeah.
I feel like we have a lot more structure and we have a lot more people to support, and that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you agreeing to come on for another season and chat with me because it's going to be so
Absolutely.
much fun.
Absolutely. And then I get to hear you make me sound amazing and smart and stuff. Like and like you said, we get to catch up. Just and I love the group. I love how you structured it as podcasting for business. Because like we've always said, it seems like people don't really talk about podcasting for business.
No.
And that's a big thing.
Every group I've ever been in is either podcasters trying to sell their podcast to other podcasters, which doesn't
Uh-huh.
work, or it's a big mishmash of podcasters who are hobbyists. Some are business, some are in the entertainment space, but everyone's kind of doing something different. And so it's really hard to draw it all together and make one thing, I guess, to make the content serve as many people as possible.
Mhm.
And if I learned anything from my sales coach, it's that she's British, so she says, put put what it is on the tin.
Mm. Mhm.
Basically whatever the packaging says is what it should be. So if you're like her entire business is called selling to corporate, I wonder what she
Mhm.
does. You know, it's probably easy to figure out by the name. And so podcasting for business is like people who are hobbyists, are scared of money, are scared of sales, or turned off by that language. They're not going to join my group. And
Mhm.
the people who are turned on by the idea of using their show for business are going to join the group. And those are the people I want to speak to this year. I want to be very intentional about that. So,
Absolutely.
yeah. So yeah,
So
let's
excited.
let's see what the next episode brings us.
Yay. You wanna roll out or
Yeah, I guess
whatever?
so.
What do
This has
what do you
been
call it? Roll out or
I don't know. I don't even remember. So this has been another episode
oh,
of
go ahead.
All right. This has been another episode of the Trep Tech Podcast. Ariel has been wonderful as always. And if you want to check out more, you can catch us everywhere we are online. You can find all of the links in the show notes to the group, to our pages, to our link in bios, to our websites, to all of the cool stuff we do, Ariel's offers, which are always amazing and typically tech and integration related, because that's all the stuff that makes people want to scream. So you can check it all out there. And thank you so much for listening.
Deuces.